Hello. Hi, Mom. Hi. Is it still on? What is good, my beautiful broken people? It's your boy Bentpinkeez, and happy Mother's Day to all those mothers out there. I know you guys are, being good mothers. And if you're not good mothers, then hopefully you can become a better mother. All right? Well, just want to say happy mothers to all the mothers out there. Happy mother to my mother. All right? Thank you for, birthing me, bring me into this world where I can help multiple people be better and have better movement, better feelings in their bodies, ultimately feel better in general. So we're gonna go into a full body Mother's Day stretch, all right? Some of the stretches are themed towards being a mother, kinda. So let's get into it. We're gonna help release the tension in our bodies, hopefully re-lengthen the muscles and allow our joints and body to be able to flow a little better, all right? So we're all gonna start, you make sure you have your yoga mat or wherever you want to do your stretching. We're gonna start standing, all right? So standing, we're gonna go into a side neck stretch. So you're gonna turn your head, I'm gonna go with my head to the right. You can do your head to the right as well. We're just gonna keep our back nice and straight, tilt our head down over to the right shoulder, and then from there you're gonna take your right hand and grab underneath your left ear, and you're just gonna help guide your head down. We don't wanna tug, right? We don't wanna yank our muscle in the neck, especially because it's delicate. You ever seen those movies where they snap the neck? Yeah, I mean, you don't really die from it, but the neck is delicate is what I'm trying to say. Okay, so hold the stretch, keep the shoulders down, let them decompress down. You don't want to hike your shoulders up, it creates more tension. Hold the stretch here. Okay, breathe nice and slow. Deep breath in. That's it. All right, then we're gonna go to the left side. So tilt your head down to the left shoulder. Grab underneath the right ear or underneath the right earlobe and gently allow gravity to pull your shoulder into position. Pull your head into position. Did I say shoulder? Head. Okay, make sure your shoulders are nice and down, decompressed, no tension in the neck, just stretching. Okay? So yeah, what are you guys going to be doing for your moms on Mother's Day? For me, I will be, I asked her this week, and she said, I just want love. Typical mother answer. Just want love. But then I asked again, and I was like, what do you really want? She's like, well, maybe we can go out to eat. So probably go take her to whatever restaurant of her choosing, and let that be the dictator. All right, because I don't do anything else for my mom usually. Just kidding. All right, so we're gonna stretch our sternocleidomastoid. So we're going to look back, tuck our chin down, okay, and then we're gonna lean our head to the right side. So you're looking back, tilting our chin down, so our neck is now pointed back, and then we're going to tilt our head to the right, and now that stretches that sternocleidomastoid. You can technically feel the stretch if you leave your chin up. That's totally fine too. I like to tuck my chin down to get a little bit of a different and deeper stretch, so you can find what feels good to you, what feels normal to you. I just like this, okay? You see that? So this muscle that runs all the way up to your skull, base of the skull, over on the next to your ear, and it goes all the way down to your clavicle, okay? So we're gonna stretch that guy. This muscle happens when your mom looks at you when you're doing something wrong, right? And they stare at you really hard with that no face and they're about to slap the hell out of you. Yeah, that's the muscle. I'm just kidding. It's the muscle where we look at screens all day long. Okay? Now go ahead and go to the other side, the left side. Feel that stretch in that right sternocleidomastoid. Okay? It runs all the way down. And feel that stretch. Okay? So we're going to let this stretch take place. Close your eyes and keep them open, whatever your choice. I feel like if I keep my eyes open and there are people around, you kind of look like, crazy. So we're just going to close your eyes. Good. Maintain a nice steady breath. Deep in and exhale. Very good. Okay. So now we're going to stretch our levator scapula. It's on the back. So we're going to look at our right hip. Okay. I'm taking my head and looking at my right hip. Don't round out your back. Look at your right hip with just your head. And then you're going to use your right hand, grab behind your head, and gently guide it towards your right hip. Okay? And now you can feel that stretch in the back of your head or the back of your neck. That sternocleidomastoid. Make sure tendencies to raise your shoulders up. Remember to decompress the shoulders, bring them down. No tension in the neck, just a stretch. And don't pull, okay? Just let gravity kind of just do the work. Your arm is kind of relaxed. Okay? As it has a nice firm grip on the base of your skull. Good. So, mothers get a lot of headaches because they're raising imbecile or crazy kids like us. So they get a lot of headaches. So this is a good way to release tension through the neck and head area so that create even blood flow, less tension in the head. All right. Now we're going to go to the left hip. Look down, grab behind the head, guide it down. Perfect. Okay. How good of a kid were you when you were growing up? How was your mother, to those of you who had mothers, right? I was lucky enough to be raised by both my parents. So, as growing up, what was the household like? Well, back in my day, I got slapped a lot for being. Well, I was very, very not a model child. All right, I was basically the model punk kid, right? In my family, so got into a lot of trouble. Probably gave both my parents, not just my mom, a lot of headaches. Okay, good. All right, so now we're going to go into stretching the anterior deltoid. So we're going to interlock our fingers behind our back, and then we're going to not lean forward. We're going to pull our shoulders back. So interlock fingers behind the back, straighten the elbows, pull the shoulders back. All right, and that should open up that front side of your pectoral muscles, your chest muscles. And you should feel that stretch from the upper chest all the way to your anterior delt. Now from here, we're going to raise our hands up as high as we can. And that will create that stretch that we're looking for. Some of you may be way more flexible than I am, way more mobile in the shoulders. I'm just going to, so like if you can go higher than this, be my guest. Go higher than that. I'm just going to go where comfortably getting a stretch going. Okay? So yeah, comment down below. What kind of kid were you growing up? Were you, mama's angel or mama's boy? Was I a mama's boy? I'm like even-ish between the both of my parents. It's complicated. No, it's not complicated. Because I was like a punk child growing up, you know, sometimes I was on my mom's good side, sometimes I was on my mom's bad side, sometimes I was on my dad's good side, and then sometimes I was on my dad's bad side. Or I was on both of their bad sides at the same time, you know. All right, and now, now we're gonna go into a windmill to open up our hips and back. So now I'm going to start with going to the left side. So my right foot is pointed forward, my left foot, I know, you know, my private airplane's coming to pick up my mom for her Mother's Day dinner. So left foot is pointed off to the side, so I'm in an L formation. This leg is going to be slightly bent, the left leg. I'm going to point my right hand straight up. The left hand is going to glide down on the inside of the leg, and I'm going to slowly bend over, keeping my back straight, and touch my inside ankle. All right? And you're going to open up your chest, right, to face you guys, right, to face me. Open your chest to face me. Keep that hand, right hand pointed straight up, and now you should feel a stretch right where your lower back area is and where your hip and glute area is. All right, so as you open up towards, you know, front facing, you'll get that stretch. Okay, so help reduce the strain on the lower back. Opening up, feeling that nice stretch. It's good. It's good. Okay. All right. And then come back up into straight up position. We're gonna flip to the other side. So left foot pointing forward, right foot pointed off to the right. Left arm straight up. Slight bend in the right leg. Right hand gliding down towards the inner ankle, and then open up your chest towards front facing, okay, towards the screen. There you go. Okay, so I know with all the time the moms carry us in their womb and all that, right, creates a lot of back tension, so it's a good stretch for that. There you go. Good. So you gotta appreciate the moms. Appreciate them. All right. You know, sometimes I may not show it, but yeah, I appreciate you, mom. I just have a problem showing affection. You know. Okay. I'm not an emotional guy. I'm not an emotional guy. All right. Let's come back into center, and now we're gonna go into downward dog. So I'm going to go ahead and face this way. And you're going to bring your hands down to the ground, get into that nice downward dog position. Hook your head down, arm straight. Feel that stretch in the back of your legs, right? Hamstrings, calves, soleus area. My downward dog may not be exquisite, but I am for sure feeling the stretch. Okay, so you're gonna hold this and breathe. All right, breathe. Good. Enjoy the stretch. Deep breath in. Let the plane go by. All right, this is like high rush hour for airplanes, I guess. So, I mean, if you watch any of my videos, you know, airplane noise is a staple in the videos. All right, so now we're gonna go into a runner's lunge. I'm gonna take my left foot forward, all right, up to my hands, and I'm gonna go into a runner's lunge with my back knee elevated off the ground, hands on the hips. All right, it's a little different variation of the runner's lunge. I'm not gonna drop my knee down, and now I'm gonna drive my hip forward, feeling that stretch in that hip flexor area, keeping my back straight up, and hold that. Okay, so you're gonna feel this, you're gonna feel this. in that area. The area where we call it the hips. Okay? Breathe. You got it. Nice. Okay, now we can drop the knee down and we're going to lean back on that right knee. I'm going to extend that front leg forward and we're going to stretch our hamstring. Okay, so the front leg is the left leg for me and we're going to stretch that hamstring. It's okay if your knee is bent and your hamstring is too tight. That's totally fine too. And then you're going to extend it as straight as possible. Put the hands down, split the leg with your hands and put your head down. All right, feeling that stretch through the hamstring. Okay. Good. Easy. There we go. Breathing deep into the stomach and exhale. Nice. And you're gonna feel good after all of this, I promise you. Okay? So even if my gift for my mother was not that good, at least I have the gift of flexibility for everyone. Okay? Not just the moms. Okay, now we're gonna switch into runner's lunge on the other leg. So I'm gonna turn around this way so we capture a different side. Okay? Boom. We get into this lunge position. Deep lunge. Drive your hip forward, hands on your hips. And then feel that stretch. Okay, try to straighten that back leg. Okay? And then feel that stretch where your hip flexor is. You don't want to come straight here. You want to lean forward as much as possible. That's why I call it a runner's lunge, right? So you're in a lunge. Okay? It's okay if you need to put that back knee down on the ground and drive your hip forward. That's totally fine. That variation is totally cool with me. It's probably easier. Okay? Good. But I'm here to try to change things up, make things a little bit difficult for you because I am, who I am. Got to make things difficult for everyone, especially the moms. All right, so we're going to go into that hamstring. So drop that back knee down to the ground, extend the front leg as best you can, and then split the leg with your hands, head down, stretching the hamstring on that front leg. Very good. Okay. So, let's see here. What's a funny quirk about my mom? Well, you gotta see it. Like, it's really fascinating what my mom does. Literally right after dinner, she'll be sitting at the dinner table, and just the other night, right? She was holding her phone, probably playing games or something, and I look down, I look up, and her eyes are straight up closed, and her phone is right in front of her face, and she's literally like falling asleep with her hand up and her phone like right in front of her face. Like, who falls asleep at the dinner table sitting up with the phone in the hand? It's insane. But typically she'll fall asleep without the phone in the hand, like just sitting at the dinner table, all of a sudden sleep. It's crazy. Does anyone else do that, or anyone else's mom do that? All right, so now we're gonna go into the thread the needle. So bring that leg back. We're gonna get into this tabletop position. I'm gonna use my right hand first, and we're gonna thread the needle by taking our right hand through and dropping our shoulder down as best we can. Feeling that stretch in the back of our right shoulder, in the rotator cuff area, scapula area. So really feel that stretch. Drive that shoulder down. Breathe. Easy. Wow. Oh, wow. I just felt a nice little pop in the back. Don't worry, I'm fine. Okay. Other side. Okay. Take that left hand, bring it right through. Feel that stretch in the back of the shoulder. This feels really good if you do it right. Let the stretch settle in. Okay, so now we're going to go into Cobra. Okay, so right here, come down, Cobra up, tops of the feet down flat, and then drive your shoulders down, head up, squeeze your core, squeeze your abs, squeeze your butt. Alright, don't let your lower back compress against each other. You don't want that lower lumbar to be compressed, alright? You just want to open your abs, abdominals up. And if you worked out your abs this week and they're sore, you can definitely feel it, like I feel it. Okay? Breathe into the stomach where you feel the abs. Exhale. And now we go into child's pose. So lean back, extend the arms forward, drive your hip, drive your butt down into your hips or into your heels. Extend the arms forward, cave your, drop your head down, allowing your lower back to decompress. Feeling that stretch. You can also bring your hands up onto the fingertips and drive your head down a little bit farther. Feel the stretch. Breathe. There you go. Nice. Okay. So we do the child's pose because we was once childs. I mean, to our mothers, I guess we're always children, little people. No, not little. We're always, whatever, you know what I mean. Okay. All right, now from here, we're gonna go into a leaning back posture. So I'm gonna crawl a little bit forward, sit on the heels, right? Sit on the heels, and then we're going to bring our arms back to help support. And then from here, we're going to bridge up. So a little quad bridge action to help open up the quads, the front of the legs, front of the thighs, relieve some tension off the knees. Okay? You see? Everything, we're about to get everything necessary to help us feeling better, feeling looser, less stress, less tension that we've built up throughout the day, or if you're doing this in the morning, starting off on the right foot. Okay, I know how you mothers like to do your brunch, so this could be like a brunch stretch session. And you can enjoy a nice mimosa or whatever after. I don't care. Yeah, my mom likes to drink, so she's probably gonna do the mimosa, hold the orange juice. Okay, now we're gonna go ahead and sit, sideways on your mat or facing me, and we're gonna open the legs up as wide as we can. Okay, keep the legs straight, but we're gonna open them up as wide as we can. do your best. I know, you know, you're probably not as flexible as I am. Just kidding. Okay, so we're now opened up as wide as possible. I know, this is fantastic. I also wish my legs were, you know, back a little farther. But we're gonna keep our back straight, and we're gonna go into leaning off to the right side. So you're gonna try to go and grab your right ankle or right foot using both hands, feeling that stretch. And we're gonna grab our right side, and you're gonna feel that stretch all through the left side of your back, and that's what we're looking for. Keeping your back straight, nice and open. We don't want to curl down, all right? We want to keep our back straight and leaning off to the side, okay? And that's the stretch we're looking for. There we go. I can just grab my feet. There you go. Okay, open up to the side, right? Even if I brought my hands up, okay, the option is to bring your hand up and over as best you can. Really feeling that through the side of our body, to that left side at least. Okay, now obviously we're gonna go to the left side. Okay, so go ahead and grab that left ankle, feet, toes, head, shoulders, knees, toes. And we're gonna open up, right? Open our chest up towards you or me, and then I'm gonna bring my hand up and over. We're gonna feel that stretch on the right side. Make sure you breathe in. This is a fantastic stretch to continually open up our back. You know, relieve the tension there. There's always tension in that lower back or the upper back area. For some reason, okay, some of you might feel a difference on one side or the other. One side's tighter than the other. Be my guest and hold one side a little longer. I just happen to be a little tighter on my right side, so I hold left side a little longer. All right. Now bring our legs back in. Cross them together. Sit upright. And I would like to thank you for, you know, following me along on this stretching Mother's Day stretch. All right. Happy Mother's Day again to all the mothers out there. I really appreciate all you guys and everything you've done for, you know, not just me, but me and my friends, and helping them become the people who they've become, right? Because if they weren't my friends, or if they weren't good people, they would be my friends. So, hopefully you guys enjoyed this. Don't forget to like the video, subscribe to the channel if you have not done so already. Hit the notification button so that you can be notified when I actually post videos. And don't forget to visit Bentpinkeez.fit to get you some sweet gear. And as always, your boy, well, happy Mother's Day, but your boy, Bentpinkeez, out.